Hi everybody! Today we will create a baby blanket with Addi Express king size. First we will cast on by starting on the black needle, one in the front, one in the back, for the first row. When the first row is done, open the yarn feeder and just continue to crank. I start with waste yarn. Now I will add my project yarn. To do this project, you could use the not waste yarn, but the leftover yarn that you have at home that fit on your machine, and you will be okay. A baby blanket will be comfortable and warm, whether it's pink or blue or any other colors. So don't worry. So we'll go faster on the video. And I will show you one of the yarn that I use. It's ice, it's from Europe. It's from a friend of me, Raymond, who sent me that. So I try it. I doubled the yarn because it was a thin yarn, a size 3. So I now cast off. To cast off this one, you have to crank one full circle to remove all the stitches from the machine. And to remove the project, I use a yarn, a different color yarn, that I will grab all the stitch one after the other one. I use a wool needle that I go grab every stitch between those two little red teeth on the machine. And by the way, the tube was 200 rows. I forgot to tell. And for the baby blanket, you will need 6 at least. There. In this video, I will show you how to fix the problem when you use different kind of yarn or thickness and you end up with the same number of rows but different length. So I will show you at the end how to fix that little problem. Hope you will enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe and to add a little thumbs up. It will help my channel to continue. So I did this 200 rows. I will only show you like with one tube, but it will be different colors. You will see during the video. Now it's time to stretch it. So I will show you how to do one tube, how to close the tube, and how to get it together, sewing together. But I won't show you like every tube making, so I will save a lot of time doing that way. So I stretch, and you see the yellow yarn. So you need to make 6 tubes of 200 rows. On the video you only see 3, but it's okay, don't worry. So now it's time to close the tube. I use a hook number 4. I will grab the one in the middle, and then one in the side, one in the other side, till I get to the other end. Hope it's not too fast, but you also have the option to slower or fast forward any video on YouTube. There. I will go a little bit faster in 1 or 2 minutes. I'll leave it that way to give you a chance to get out to. There. bit faster. Hope you have the chance to get it, but don't worry because there's another closing tube at the end, so if you don't get it right now, you will later on the video. So I continue, and make sure you grab every stitch, because if you don't, you're gonna have a drop stitch. And I have a few videos that I show how to fix drop stitch, but this one I didn't have any trouble, so I didn't have any drop stitch, but so I don't have any instruction on this video to fix it, but you could find it on my channel. Don't worry, I have a lot of video to watch now. I think I have over 200 video on my channel. So I go slowly at the end because it's very important to grab every stitches. As you can see, I have two piece of yarn. I doubled my yarn during this video because the yarn was too small. So now it's time to remove the waste yarn. The waste yarn is the different color yarn that I use to be able to sew my tube together without any trouble. So time to remove this. There you go. Keep going. So it's easy to remove, but sometimes it gets stuck. Don't worry if it's happened to you. It's not always like on the video. No. Sometimes it happens. So you have to stretch it and check if you didn't lose any stitches. And me, I'm gonna wrap this yarn, the pink one, and keep it for another project. So now I stretch my tube, make sure it's straight, it's not twisted, and I will hide my little tail of yarn that I have here. There you go. So make sure everything is straight, because if you don't, your blanket will be not look so good. You like to avoid the bending, so stretch it, make sure you're straight. So you have to do that for all your tube before you close the other end. On this video I close all my hand before I sew my tube, but if you like to save some trouble, just sew one end of each tube before sewing it together. But if you do, it's gonna work too. I will show you at the end what could happen and how to fix it. So I use the hook number 4, and I will go grab 2 stitches like this in the middle of the V of your knitting. Go the other side, and I will go 2. There, and I will continue like that. Grab 2, bring all in one stitch, grab 2, bring all in one stitch, and I continue like that till I reach the other end. I know it's a long work to do, but it will be nice at the end, so don't worry. And that's why it's important to straight up your tube before sewing it together. So I show it again, closer now. Grab 2 stitches, bring it in one. Grab 2, bring it in one. Now that you learn how to get your tube attached together, there's a lot of new option for a new project for you to do, I'm sure. There. Oops, I'm losing it. Have to be careful. There. I use a yarn that have a little bit of glitter in it, but you can't see on the video. But I use a different color because I like to see the difference between the sewing. It's gonna be flashy a little bit for my little girl. She will love it. I made a baby blanket, but it's gonna be her doo-doo. She's 6 now, but she's like to carry a little blankie to watch TV on night. She's gonna have this one. And she's always happy for all I did for her on the machine, so she's my #1 fan since the beginning of this adventure with all my machine. Continue. So I put my video faster to show you that it's the same thing till the end of the rows, and you have to attach all your tube the same way. But there are different way to attach your tube, but for this one I use this technique because I have some yarn with glitter and I like to use it for my little girl. Keep going. It's a long time consuming, but it worked the work. It I don't know if I say it. So how to fix that? Simple. You grab a wool needle, a different color yarn, and you will grab just 1/2 of your stitches and keep the same row, because if you don't, it's not gonna work. So you have to go careful. Just grab one, let go one, grab one, let go one, and keep it straight till the other end. Grab one, left one, and when you have that completed, you just do a little knot or a little bow to keep it together until you sew it your tube again. So that's how I fix when I get a longer tube and I don't want it. So I attach it, the pink yarn, together like this, and I grab my scissors and cut the yarn. I know it's terrible, but it will look better at the end. At least my blankie will be all the same length. Remove the excess of yarn. Be careful. There. When everything is removed, you get ready to sew it with your crochet or your hook number 4. Oh, I almost lost a stitch here, so we'll put it in the pink. See, something like that happened to me too. It's not only you. There. And ready to attach it soon. I just put this tail in there to keep it away from me. There's no particular reason, it's only to give me less trouble when I arrive with my hook. So I grab the first one side, we'll grab the other one. Be careful because I use double yarn, so I have to be careful not losing any. There, and I continue. One in a side, one in the other side. So I put it faster because you already seen how to do it in the video. And you know that I have to do the same thing till I get to the other end. I will slower the video when I get very close to the end. You see, I always have my loom hook not far from me because it helps a lot to reach some stitch sometimes getting tight. So it helped me to loosen them up a little bit to grab it on with my hook. So when I arrive here, I'd like to close it correctly. So I will do a double knot like this for this side, and after I will turn it and go with my hook, finish the row sewing. There. Remove the little dust that the yarn make on my work. Get my hook number 4 back, and I will go continue following the same line like this, and grab the other side, make one stitch, start over. There, I'm too fast. There, grab it, make one stitch with it. There. Sorry, it's not clear for you guys, but I did my best. So I will do a double knot, slip stitch, sorry, and it's closed. So you could use 5 tube or 6 tube. It's up to you. It's your choice. And if it's gonna be in a crib, or if it's gonna be like for a toddler to carry it around the house or to watch TV. So I will do the same thing with the pale blue, putting my yarn different color, reach half of the stitch with my yarn needle, cut it and sew it together. I put it fast because you already seen that, and I try my best to not make my video too long. So I have to remove everything. When it's done, it's time to sew it together. I keep it fast. I will slower when it's something very important to see. If you have any question, you could ask it on the YouTube comment down this video. I'm always happy to answer all your questions. or if you have a request for another kind of project to be made soon, let me know. I will see if I have time or not. I'm currently very busy at work, but I will do my best. So it's very important to grab all the stitches and then grab the tail to close the stitches right there. Well, now you remove the pink yarn, and it's gonna be the last time. You've seen every part of it. Hope you enjoyed the video and hope it will help you to create some blanket. I still have this one to finish. Almost done. Don't forget to have fun with your yarn and stay safe. Stay at home with us. Hide those yarn tail, and voila, it's done. If you'd like to crochet around it, it's an idea, but me, for the video, I decided to keep it just like this. So see you next time. Hope you like it. Don't forget to thumbs up and to subscribe. Ciao ciao, see you later.